we really pride ourselves on being turnkey. And what we mean by that is there's a lot of stuff that we as pastors have to do. And it's really nice to go all in on our Easter message and all in on our Easter theme and go crazy for Easter, and then back that up with something really great for 40 days. There's been seasons in my ministry where I feel like we've went all in on Easter and had a great Sunday. And the Monday I woke up the next day, it was one of the most depressing days, because I'm like, oh, I got to figure out what we're doing in 6 days. And so we'd love to provide a really great 40-day, boom, let's talk about the resurrection and what this amazing story and how we can believe and receive Jesus on Resurrection Sunday. But then let's talk about for 40 days, cool, so you came on Easter and you heard what it's like to believe in that incredible story. Now let's talk about actually following Jesus. And that's what our materials do. They're discipleship materials. So turnkey. The other reason I would say is it's super evangelistic. We saw that especially in Pastor Seth's church. Use this resource to get out there, use the hashtags, be creative. Here's what you have going for you though in this season is you actually get to use Easter to promote it. And I think that's awesome. You'll get more people that show up to your Easter service than probably any other service in the year, maybe outside of Christmas. And so if you're able to be generous and provide a real clear next step of, hey, for the next 40 days, will you lean in with us? Here's a free book for all the guests. I think that's a really awesome strategy. Number 3, I would say, again, we want to maximize the church calendar. And there's about an 8-week season where this fits really nicely into there so that you can go into summer with momentum and growth. And then number 4, I kind of already mentioned it, but it's really great to follow the Easter Resurrection Sunday with practical materials of what it really means to believe, but then follow Jesus. I really think that's the thing that's missing in our Western Christianity is we have a lot of people that say, I believe in Jesus, but few that are really following him. And at the end of the day, that's what we want at all of our churches, not just belief in, but to truly follow and submit to Jesus as Lord. And so we would love to work with your church. I'm going to throw one more offer on the side, and then I'll double check and see if we've got any more questions that have come in. If you've got a question, go ahead and throw it in the chat. So I went ahead and made another offer live. We're going to do free shipping on any of our church packs. And that's available, I think, for through the 24th or 26th. I can't remember, 7 or 9 days. And so if any of you are like, yeah, I want to jump in post-Easter, it sounds good, we would love to work with you. We've got 3 40-day challenge series. 2 of the guys here just did Red Letter Challenge, Aleem and Seth's church. That's our opening. That's our introduction. If you haven't done one yet, we encourage you to do that one. Nate just did Being Challenge, which is going to be all about growing in the 5 keystone habits of Jesus. And then our latest one that we came out with is Forgiving Challenge, a 40-day journey to truly lead to freedom. And we've seen God do really great things. We've got 102 churches that I know of right now that are in a 40-day challenge. And we would love for your church to be in one after the Easter season. The only caveat is we may have enough books for Forgiving Challenge for 1, 2, or 3 churches to jump in. We are out of stock, and paper shortage is a real thing. I've had an order in for months and it isn't showing up yet. So if you're here and you're like, I want to do Forgiving Challenge, like, you need to let us know, because we are not broadcasting that on our website. It says back order because we're filling the current churches going through because they're like Seth's church where they don't order enough, and we wanted them to have some. And so anyway, we'd love for you to link up with any one of those 3. Ali mentioned it earlier, and I think Seth did as well. The more churches that, and Nate too, the more churches that I talk to, they see the beauty in what Nate calls these alignment series. And so once, I really see a lot of growing leading churches once, maybe twice a year, doing something like this, where for 40 days or a period of weeks, we're all in, like our kids, our youth are doing it together. And so post-Easter is a really good time frame for that if you haven't gotten what you need to get after Easter. So